The Halal Times, the voice of Ummah. On Monday morning, Jerusalem witnessed yet another eruption of violence. Palestinian attackers opened fire at a crowded bus stop during rush hour, resulting in the death of 6 people and wounding 12 others. Israeli officials confirmed that an Israeli soldier and civilians at the scene shot dead the attackers within moments. A third man was later arrested in connection with the shooting. Footage from the site shows chaos, people running for safety, buses riddled with bullet holes, and belongings scattered on the blood-stained street. But let's pause for a moment. Why did this incident make headlines around the world? Why did 6 Israeli lives lost become a global sensation? While the deaths of hundreds of Palestinians every single week, sometimes even every day, hardly stir the conscience of the international community. Because for the world, it is not normal for Israelis to die. But for Palestinians, 2 years into this war, daily onslaughts, the targeting of refugee camps, the executions of women and children, and the flattening of entire neighborhoods, all of this has been normalized. The deaths of Palestinians are treated as routine, as if they were born only to die, as if their suffering is somehow deserved. The very same day of the Jerusalem shooting, Israeli forces executed 2 14-year-old boys in Jenin. They were shot dead for allegedly posing a threat, yet no proof was given. Their lives were taken, and their deaths, like thousands of others, will barely be remembered. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu rushed to the scene of the bus stop attack, postponing his corruption trial. He praised the soldier who attacked the gunman and once again repeated his old lines about protecting Jews and Israeli citizens. But here lies the bitter truth. Netanyahu and his far-right government are the biggest threat to Jewish safety worldwide. Their sickening ideology, their occupation, their apartheid policies, their endless assault of Gaza, their destruction of West Bank refugee camps, and daily settler violence has not brought safety and never will. It has brought the opposite. It has made Jews all over the world more unsafe because the actions of this government make it seem as if the core value of Judaism is to execute and oppress anyone who is not Jewish. That is, of course, not true. But this is the image the Israeli far-right ministers such as Daniela Weiss, Ben-Gvir, Smotrich, and Benjamin Netanyahu have created with their brutal actions. And look at the irony. The very bus that was attacked was en route to an illegal settlement in East Jerusalem. Settlements built on stolen land. Settlements that came into existence only after Palestinians were expelled, their homes demolished, and their fields confiscated. Yet when such areas become targets of violence, the world refuses to acknowledge the root cause, the injustice that created these colonies in the first place. Netanyahu's response was predictable. He threatened more large-scale raids on West Bank cities, boasting of how his army had already flattened nests of terror in refugee camps. But is it terror to resist when your people are assaulted every day? Is it terror to demand freedom on the very land that was stolen from you? No one says violence is the solution. No life, whether Israeli or Palestinian, should be taken. But peace cannot exist if it is one-sided. Peace cannot exist if one side lives in fear, while the other faces brutal and deadly assaults daily. To demand a safe neighborhood, one should also learn to give a peaceful and safe neighborhood to others as well. Violence breeds violence. Hatred breeds hate. The only way forward is justice and true peace. This is what every civilian as well as every politician in power needs to understand. The answer to the bus attack in Jerusalem is not more deadly night raids as promised by Netanyahu. It is solving the grievance of the occupied Palestinians. It is by open dialogue between Israelis and Palestinians. And it is by seeing the Palestinians as equal human beings. That's all for today. If you found the video informative, please like it and subscribe to the channel. Jazakum Allahu khairan.